All right, here with Gracie for part 2. She's been in here for a few minutes or so. She's already had enough time to go poop, walk around just a little bit. It's nighttime, so I'm going to be trying to see if there's a change from part 1. I still want to continue on with everything that I was doing before, so we're definitely going to try to hop on a little bit more. But just want to make sure that she calms down and sort of comes back to me and does things that I'd like her to do. Yeah. So let's get on with this. Part 2 of Gracie's training to be a trail riding horse. Right? Okay, let's travel on there, big girl. So leading is going okay. We're going to see about driving her through a little bit here. That's nice. We want to be able to ground drive in time because I need to be able to steer, obviously, when riding. So some of my groundwork is based off of sort of that sphere protection system that is quite common. And then, of course, the other is, basic ground driving sort of skills to get her to turn and go and stop. And so she's being a little evasive for the back, so I'm just going to work her a little bit at the back. So she's scooting through. I'm going to ask her to stay out a little bit. If she wants to scoot, she can scoot, but she's got to do it a little further from me. So I'm just going to pressure her out there. Put maybe a little bit of rope, maybe just a little swing or so. She's going to go poop again. Of course you're going to go poop again. Why wouldn't you go poop again? Hey, so you have a little patience. It's okay if they go poop while training. You let them go and let them feel better. Put a little pressure out there. Say, no, don't come into me. Scoot through if you need to, but I'd rather you didn't. So I'm going to have to stop her pretty soon when she goes to scoot. And then travel her through. And then stop her. And then travel her through. And stop her. So she doesn't keep thinking to run through and go and turn. Come on. Go slow. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. That's better. Yes. Good girl. We better pet her in a minute here. She's getting pretty worried. I don't want her to feel like she's in trouble. I don't want her to feel like she's in danger. I'd like her to feel like she's with her best friend, if possible. Get her to pay attention a little more. I'm going to pet her. That's pretty good. Let's travel her through. Come on, pay attention. Okay, we don't want her scooting through. That's not bad. Turn her, back her, send her. And that's kind of nice. She's a little heavy on the forend going through there. So I'm just going to, there, that's a little better on that side. Send her, come on, down and around. Ah, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Try again, come on. You can't go around with your nose on the outside there, big girl. No, you cannot. So send her through, bring her nose in. Go on and come close maybe. Maybe we need to kind of come close. Send her around a bit. Have her nose. Muscle memory says bring your nose in. Pay attention. We'll come in here. A little bit of a close dance. Good girl. Send her through. A little pressure there. Send her the other way. Shape her around. We'll come in again. We'll touch her. Say, hey, I'll come in and be close. And then send her out. Send her out. Out you go. Out you go. Come on. Good girl. Come on through. Can I touch her when she comes through? Is she going to feel okay? She stopped. I'd like her to keep going. So a little pressure to get going. Touch. Nose. And turn. And back before you turn. You silly. Otherwise you'll come towards me. Pet her. Send her. Pet her. I want her to think that there's always trouble coming at her butt from over here. I'm going to pet her, send her. Pet her, get her nose in, we'll curl around nicely. Pet her, Get her nose. There, draw her. Pay attention when you draw. Don't just lumber over this way, silly. No, you don't need to do that. Down. We're always working on that head coming down and petting and having her just hopefully reach in. Don't cut me off. Let's push through that eye and then head on. Okay, so she's doing some pretty decent listening. I wouldn't say she's tip-top, obviously. Hey, you're on the wrong side. So let's back that up. Let's correct that. Send her over, send her over, send her over. She's not going over, she's just going back. There we go. Send her over. Just tap her on the side. Tap, 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 tap. She's going to get a foot over there at some point to get her butt over. That's how we ride, but not forward. So we'll just send her with a tippy tap. There. Not forward. Off of me. Block the eye. Come around. Now we're back where we started. And we're going to come up here slow. I need to catch this. So I need to go slower. Need to catch her coming over. Just have her come over to my right hand side. There. Not through though. Not through. Hey, off of me. You can sniff stuff as you go by. You don't need to freak out about it. It's all inanimate. We'll just go slow. We just catch these things before they get worse. She can say, what on earth? I've only seen that 50 times. Just make sure that this side of my body is not as enjoyable to be around compared to inanimate objects. I know everything is just such a... Should we go face up to that? Block the eye, come on through. Come say hello to the big black object. You can check that out. What do you think? It's exciting, isn't it? It doesn't move, it doesn't bite, it doesn't kick, it doesn't make noise. You can come check out this barrel. Maybe we should tap on. Right? It's a barrel. What do you think of that? You kick over barrels, lick barrels, push barrels, lift up barrels. You're the barrel horse. Let's back her up. Back, 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 back. Very light back up. I'm happy with that. I like her head down a bit. Let's see if we can get that to happen. Down and back. We'll block the face in case she wants to come over. Down and back. Back, back. Good girl. We'll pet her. That's terrific. Let's come and give her some scratchy scratches on her withers. So she's such a good girl. Oh, I didn't send you. Just back up. Block the eye, come on through. Back up. Block the eye, come on through. Back up. Good. I don't know if you need to go that way. There. We'll come on through. Back up. I didn't go anywhere over the edge. She's got to figure out her place. And it isn't in front of me. It isn't about to cut me off. It isn't... I haven't walked anywhere yet. Just stay back there. Good. Okay, let's start on our lead and gait changes for the lead because we're going to do gait changes at some point when riding, but this is leading, it's not driving. So let's get moving, see if she comes with me. She sort of does, her head's high, I can feel it. She's on the wrong side. Let's keep traveling through. She's doing all right. Get a little bit of movement. Stop. Pet her, tell her she's a good girl. Come here, come here, come here. I know. It's nighttime, so it's a little different, a little more worrisome. Pet her and tell her she's good. Always reassuring. We're always back up. Back up. All I'm doing is turning around. I'm not moving. My feet aren't moving. Stay. Stay. Back up one more. There. Stay. What a chore, eh? Leading. Proper leading is hard. Proper leading is quite hard. So, we're always working on it. I'll take a step. She should take a step. I take another step. She should take another step. She's doing great. This is what I mean, where you sort of keep a I talk about it a lot, so I say this is what I mean, not like I've said it this time, but I talk about it an awful lot. You're on the wrong side, pay attention over here. This quality of riding or leading or drawing or driving or any of these things can really pay dividends, right? You're such a good girl. She's a good girl. All right, well, let's get on with, let's put the blanket on her real quick here. We're going to work the stairs. Hey, I need your other eye. Thanks a lot. Okay, we're just going to check out, does she have a problem with this? I don't believe so. Just paying attention to something else completely different than what I'm doing, so I'm going to rely on that response, as nobody cares about a blanket on her back. Okay, let's come up to the stairs, continue on where we left off last time, which was getting to these stairs and seeing about more contact points. All right, hop on a little bit, see what she does. How does she feel? Is she worried? Does she put her head down? Is she overly bent? All kinds of little things like that that we want to check out. So it's just fantastic. She's doing really, really, really well. Okay, I'll hop off here. Better. Okay, we got to check out whether or not if I jump off it gives her concern. It does not, because remember part one, we had a little trouble there. Hey, out of my way. I'm going to grab my helmet. Actually, before I get on with this next step, because the last time we did this, the camera ran out of time. So we're at a little 12 minutes. I'm going to reset right away. Okay, haven't moved an inch, but I want to give the camera 30 minutes just in case I can't come back here in time. I'm going to put my helmet on because we're going to see what we can get done. On top of it has a camera, so we're going to see about a different view. So we'll get an overall view and we'll get a GoPro view. Now, hopefully, she doesn't think too much of this. Yeah. Should probably start the camera before I get started. Make sure it's set up correctly. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's hit start. And we're recording. Okay, so we need to time up the audio, or video, I mean. Sorry about that. Yeah, we just need something to time to. Might want to do a little bit more of that actually in time. Not right now though. Okay, over to the stairs. Oh, good girl. Okay, let's see about, come on up. Now we don't need, where are you going? Come here. Actually, it's a good idea. We should work both sides of your body here at the stairs. I haven't actually tested this side whatsoever for lifting a leg on. I'm going to keep most of my weight on the stairs and just sort of check out these contact points. Give her some scratches and stuff. Let her sniff my boot. That's cool. Don't have a problem with that. I'm going to see if I can get her nose over and hop off. Now, what we're really doing here, and you know, you hear about it an awful lot. You know, there's lots of videos out there that do this stuff. What I'm thinking about a heck of a lot is when I'm touching her, you know, how many points of contact do we have? And this theory has come from a guy named Andrew McLean, who is just phenomenal with horse psychology, horse training, and he's got into elephants as well, which is pretty fascinating, if you ask me. She's a little worried here, so I'm just gonna keep rubbing this blanket and doing stuff that she's got to manage being touched, and the rope's coming around and my hands are all over her, my body's on her, and then hop off and give her some scritchy scratches for being good and send her on. It's starting to rain a little. Come on, a little forward. Good girl, come around. Good. Come this way. It's a long ways to go. There, right about. That's too far, so I'm going to get her to back up, send her back, and around. And this side here, we need to pet her for stopping. Bring her forward a step or two, pet her. Let's fix that blanket up a little higher. She's a little far away, so we're just going to bump a little here so she can kind of figure out she's in the wrong position and she should do something slightly different. When she gets close and snuggles up to me, I'll pet her like I love her more than any horse in the world. Which, in the moment, I kind of do, you know. Whoa, settle down, I'm just touching your face, gee whiz. Now she's really touchy about this, so the important thing is that you can really get these, you know, if they're touchy about their ears, and which she kind of is, she can kind of get it done though, she's not too bad. But when you're up high, so you're not just on the ground, you're not just trying to reach upwards, you're actually reaching down an awful lot. Because when you're riding, whenever come forward, don't bump the stairs then, just back up. So we'll bump. Just a little light vibration in the rope. Just have her keep coming around. A little more. Follow this lead rope a little. There. Get her to snuggle up here. Just get her to come in. I'm just going to tap her on the side a smidge here and stop her. Rub her. Have her lead just a tiny bit of drive. Oh, it's too far. That's okay. I'll try again. I don't want this side, so I'm just going to send her forward, and hopefully she'll figure out where the stairs are, where I am, how to be here, and be good about it. Fix the blanket a bit more. Again, as it keeps crawling down her back. Better. There's some noises a little off to the side there. We can hear Roni and Ruli. And I'd really like her to come in. I'm just going to scratch her shoulder a bit here and then draw her in with the lead rope. And that's not too bad. She's got her butt out a bit, but I'm just going to touch with my legs and my body. And she's paying attention to something else, so I'm going to hop off. A little forward if she would. But she sends herself out too far, so I'll come back around. I'm just going to have her keep following this lead rope around me. And then turn. Yes, good girl. We'll pet her. We'll pet her. We'll always pet her. Always say, watch out for your leg. Don't hit the corner. Okay, so she keeps sort of doing that. I'm just going to bump up higher. Bump up higher. A little higher. A little higher. She's moving her feet, so I'm happy about that, but I really need her to snuggle up to me. It really would mean a lot. Keep trying. Just keep trying. This mounting block business is so important. So many horses get taught not to come to the mounting block and stand nicely. So we're just going to keep working to make this a happy place, hopefully. Somewhere where we can give some scratches and some care. Something that she might like, hopefully. I just want her forward one step. Hopefully she doesn't move outwards. She did. Bump, 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 bump. Let's get her around. I don't want this side. I know I can get this side and have her snuggle up quite close. She does really well here on the side of the stairs, but it doesn't always mean something. Watch your leg. Watch your leg. Come on around. There, stop there. Bump, 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 bump. We need her over here. Come on, bump, 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 bump. Good girl. I'll pet her while we do this. I want her close. Nope. Bump, 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 bump. And it's okay. This kind of stuff can be hard and take time, and I know you're a good girl. There. So she's come up really nicely with her head. So I'm going to draw her over, and I'm going to rub the other side. I'm going to bring that blanket over again. As it keeps moving around as she moves around. There, good girl. I'm a little close to her face. I'd like to get off of her face. It actually bothers me to be that on a horse. So I want to rub her butt and send her forward. And rub her butt. and just get that to where she's going to want to give it over here for some scritchy scratches. She stands, maybe I just calm down for a minute, stop rubbing her. Let her have a breather. Good girl. Very good. Give some light touches too, you know. So we're not going to do a lot. Again, this is going to be many good experiences and hopefully very few bad, if we can help it. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm just going to hop on real quickly here, lightly. She does feel quite nice. She's not too worried. Let's see if I can rub her here and there and all kinds of stuff. She wants to have a sniff. I'm okay with that. She's looking around. There's some noises here and there. She can hear the boys behind us. Let's see, she'll pay attention to me. She's a little off, so I'm just gonna grab her attention by touching her face. I don't want her to wander off. She doesn't feel quite right. She's also not quite square, so I'm gonna set this up, because if you guys cannot tell already, I'd really like to just sit on her. So let's keep trying. That will be our goal today. Just to sit even. Don't need to ride. I just want to sit, rub, hop off. If it goes really well, my secondary goal today is to be able to get on, obviously, both sides. Bump, 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 bump. See, that's not what I want. Don't keep walking once you go beside me. I need you up next to me. Snuggly wuggly, like we're best friends. Come here. Good girl. Just keep directing. Good girl. Don't take off, just come around the corner nicely. Good girl. Let's fix that blanket on. And that's not bad. Actually, we're going to just take this corner right now. I want to let her face go as best as I can. You know. Just going to rub her here. My foot is off the stairs. She says, well, that's a lot of weight. Are you sure? I'm kind of sure. Yeah, I'm a little bit sure. Okay. Oh, she's losing her balance a little. It's a lot of weight, you know. She's never had something on her back before. Probably feels like a lot. Keep rubbing. Check her out. Hop on again. Trying to not give her a hard time here. I'm going to hop off. It's better on her face, you softy soft. Hi. You okay? You gonna manage this okay? We try one more time. I want to get solid. I'm on, but I'm not really quite as balanced as I'd like to be. So I want to try one more time. If this goes really well, I might even hop off the other side. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Okay, so we just hop on. My foot is off, as you can see. We wait. A little off balance, so I don't feel good about it. I'll pet her. And come off. Now that balancing is hard, so she's got to get used to that quite a bit. I'm going to have her, oh, she's going to have a little yawn. That's a good girl. I know, you need to manage this. Good girl, look at you. Look at you. Okay, we're just going to straight hop on this time. I'm going to have her stay with me. No real hesitation. I'm sort of shifting around, trying to give a little trouble. Rub her butt. Still a little sideways. Just having a little yawn. We are on. I don't want to walk. I just want to sit. It's snowing. It's snowing. Still a little sideways. Good girl. Good girl. That's it. We're on. I'd call that quite successful. And just be patient for a second here and hop off. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good girl. I'm going to go for one last thing. One last thing. Oh, yes, you're a big girl. Yeah, you're a big girl. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna try one more time. She says, oh, good grief. Seriously? I'm going to get the rope just here. I'm going to rub her, come forward a little, and come off the other side. Hello. We're done. I'd call that done. I want to go slow and take it careful with her. I haven't done nearly as much as I'd like to do to get her riding. Let's take this off. So, it's snowing. Anyways, what I don't want to do is I don't want to really push this faster than I need to, because I don't need to. I'm not in a big rush. I do want her to be able to handle my weight on her and not get worried. She seemed like she did okay. She's with me. I need to be able to get on, get off, get on, get off, get on, get off, both sides, all sides. But before I go about moving her out and riding her, I really want to make sure she's good at ground driving, meaning that I can at least steer her and stop her without any real concern. So we're going to work on ground driving probably in the next part, along with some more sitting and getting off and just having her acclimate to somebody hopping up next to her, throwing a leg over, and just chilling out right there. Get some rubs. So I think it's going to be a good experience for her. We'll get her started really, really solid, I hope. So that's it. Snow's coming down. It's dark out. Look at that. All right. So you can see it if we kind of go in like that. Okay, we're out of here. Finished up. Long line ground driving can be an awkward task. And you got to be pretty sensitive. Hey. Got to have some communication. Have her go right. I'm going to go to the gate this time. Bump there. She's thinking. I think that I could probably get something going with her.